Forget
You
about
better.
it.
Damn it. You bitch.
Hey, hey, forget about it. Hey,
Hey.
this scumbag, he owes me 3 bananas and a clam.
I
Fucking
got your
scumbag.
bananas right here.
Hey, he had an arm like a fucking eggplant. That's it. That's all I got. End scene.
Cut this. Put this at the end.
No, it's the cold open, dude. We had a cold open like 3 weeks ago, and it was fantastic.
I don't know about that.
You segued so well into the theme song, and like you didn't even mean to. It was like if I were to say right now, and now our theme song, and then you just started the podcast, I would put the theme song in there. It would be fantastic.
And now for something.
No sequel for you.
Completely different. You better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout because the Disenfranchised podcast is coming to town. That's right. I didn't even bother with that other interstitial line because fuck it. That's where we are today. I'm your host, Stephen Foxworthy, and joining me as always, the king of the Grinch. It's Tucker. Hey, Tucker.
Ho ho, hello, Steven.
How we doing tonight, buddy?
You know what? I'm doing pretty all right. Today was my day off.
Oh, that must be nice.
My one day off, and check this out. This is what I don't understand about my schedule. I have kind of this weird 3-2-3-2-4-1-4-2 schedule going on, which what I mean by that is I work 3 days, I get 2 days off. I work another 3 days, I get 2 days off. I work 4 days, I get 1 day off, and I work another 4 days.
That sucks.
No.
That.
Put that 1 day in between the two, or between the 2 3s. That would make more sense for me.
Correct.
Because I have 1 day off. Like I told you earlier off mic, they put me in the freezer on Saturday, so I'm doing freezer training for the entire week. So I'm going to be cold as shit. It's -10 in our freezer.
And it's not much warmer outside.
No, well, it's about 40 degrees warmer here, but
oh, that must be nice.
It makes it easier to go out when it's what most people would consider very cold, when I'm in the actual very cold all day. Makes it a little easier, but
sure.
But not much. But what I'm saying is, like, today, this was my day off, so I was able to sleep until 11, but after I woke up, I have not sat down until right now when I sat down to talk to you. I was putting up shelves in the pantry. I had to go get my kid. I had to, I was at my parents' house and stuff. I haven't stopped since I woke up. Like I said, I did get to sleep in, which is nice.
That is
but
nice.
1 day off, motherfuck that. And you know what? I wasted my night last night. Like, last night was my late night. I could have stayed up until, theoretically, until 2 in the morning. I started watching SNL at 8 o'clock when I put my kid to bed because I couldn't watch it Saturday night because I had to work Sunday morning. And I slept through most of it.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
If
it made you feel any better, it was not that good an episode.
No, it's weird because, Melissa McCarthy was really good in it, but the sketches weren't good. So it was kind of this weird kind of, she was fantastic, but she was really carrying it. Which you get Melissa McCarthy on there, in her prime, she should have been a cast member, if you ask me.
What it is,
come on.
It's an interesting thing because if they have someone on there that they know can carry a lot of comedic heavy lifting, they will generally make them the center of the sketches versus an untested comedic actor. They're less likely to trust them with being the center of the sketch.
Yeah.
So you get someone like the previous episode with Glenn Powell, he's like the straight man off to the side in half those sketches, at least.
Yeah, but when he's being silly, excuse me, when they're the cheerleaders,
sure,
I thought that was great. Sorry about that. I'll edit that out. I just hit my weed whistle, the aforementioned weed whistle. And
Aforementioned before the recording started, but yes.
yeah, to you, because we're friends and we're just continuing a conversation. We just happen to be recording this portion of it.
Correct. I'm just
Anyway,
cluing in our listener who may be wondering what the fuck you're talking about.
I thought Glen Powell was great. I don't like Glen Powell because, like, my brain does not like his face.
Oh,
I wish it did, but yeah, it is too perfect. But watching that SNL episode has helped my brain accept his face because I thought he was fantastic. I thought it was a better episode than we've had in a while. It is taking this new cast, and by this new cast, I mean people have come and gone, and I still consider it a new cast. Like the last 3 years,
there have been so many rebuilding years. But I will tell you, I think
they're finding their footing, but
they are. They've gotten rid of some strong talent. Like they've gotten rid of Heidi Gardner and Ego Nwodim. But like, and I even really liked.
Heidi was all that great. Honestly, she's fine.
I liked Heidi. She was a good utility player.
I think she was great. Yeah, exactly. She was like a Kenan that didn't stay for 22 years.
Well, I mean, and that's just it. Like, I think Kenan's going for the world record of longest Saturday Night Live cast member ever.
And you know what I love about Kenan, though, is that he does have his breakout moments, but he's fine, and I'm fine with him just kind of being the guy that's there every once in a while. And he has some standout characters, but mostly he's usually just the guy who kind of brings the sketch together, like kind of grounds it, you know?
I miss What Up With That. That's one of my favorites. But like half of all the other players who like made that
Bill Hader, you got to get Jason Sudeikis, you got to get Fred Armisen. Yep, at least. You have to at least have those three.
At least those three.
Well, no, they pulled it off pretty well having Bill Hader as like a hologram or whatever. Or no, they were zooming with him and it froze.
Yeah.
Like you can only make excuses so many times.
Right.
Come on, Bill. Come to New York just for that. For all of us fans of What's Up With That.
He fucking hates SNL. Like the SNL gave him so much anxiety, and I don't blame him for not wanting to go back. Like I get it, but it makes my heart hurt at the same time. Like I understand. Like believe me, I am the first person to say do what is best for you and your own mental health and physical and mental well-being. But like, because it's not worth it. But by the same token, I really miss him and what he is capable of doing. I was going to say one of my favorite standouts of the new cast is Ashley Padilla. I am digging everything she does, even if it's just something very small. Like I feel like she delivers 100% of the time, and I'm very excited to see what else she has because I think they're starting to utilize her more and more, and I think she's going to be a really strong player in the years to come.
She makes it all look really, really easy to the point to where if they give her something that's less than like cuckoo banana pants, like it stands out. Like almost in a bad way. Like when they use her right, yes, please. But when they just put her in the background or something, no, dude, you're wasting it. Just don't even put her in it at all. Like,
I mean, that's
she's
what
such a big.
That's what the other like the other like that's what like a Jane Wick line is for. That's what like the other new girl Katerina Slowakowska, is that her name?
I thought it was Veronica.
Veronica. It probably is Veronica. You're
and right. I liked her. I'm like that last sketch of the night, the one with her and Jane Wick line.
Where do the cousins go?
Yes, like I didn't think that was like really, really good. It was pretty good, but like it makes me excited to see those two make more things together because they're kind of a perfect match. You've got the two sides you need to make a whole with those two gals.
One of the things I didn't like about Jane's first season is there wasn't anyone she really seemed to mesh and meld with.
She has her moments, but yeah, I agree with you. She does.
But like she kind of stuck out like a sore thumb, which is why I'm kind of surprised they got rid of Emil of the three. Like
I liked him and Michael Longfellow. What the fuck?
Yes. Agreed.
Michael Longfellow is such a cutie. Get that boy back. Come on, man.
Well, that's the problem. You got two cuties, and Marcelo Hernandez has a recurring character, so you stick with the guy. I'm just throwing that out there.
Less Domingo, honestly. Look, I like that.
Domingo is they've done him 3 times and they've done him 2 times too many. I didn't even get the
Well,
first time. I was just kind of like, what the
because
fuck is this?
you can't have recurring characters the same way you used to be able to. And I think we've discussed this before on air, and it's
We
because
have.
everything is just there. Like back in the day, you had recurring characters because like you didn't have that shit on demand. Like you might have a best of DVD or something, but like so when the character came back, they could do all the same jokes because you hadn't seen it in a couple months. So
Right.
like they just tweak the same jokes just a little bit and you're good. Church Lady, Wayne's World, all Coneheads, all that shit. It's just the same joke
And
over
that's
and
why
over,
this
but you spread
that's
it
why it
out.
hits when those guys come back and revisit those sketches because you haven't seen
Mhm.
them in decades at this point, right? Like when Dana Carvey comes back to do a guest spot and like he happens to pull out the church lady for 5 minutes, you're like, fuck yes, where's this been for the last 20
That's
years?
why Lisa from Temecula was embarrassing the second time around. The
Right.
first time, funny. Second time, fuck out of here with this shit. I
Well,
just saw this 2 weeks ago. Get the fuck out of here.
and there are others that you can, and that's how I felt about Domingo as well. Like you can put some of these characters in different situations and give the jokes kind of a fresh face. But with these, because SNL is now so situational in nature, you're bringing out the same characters and you're essentially doing the same sketches over and over again. They've done 3 Domingo sketches and it's been the same sketch every fucking time.
Yes. Yes. I agree.
So
They need
that's
to
our,
change more about it. What you do is you turn the tables. Like it starts out as a regular Domingo sketch, but somehow it switches around to where the guy who's supposed to be being cheated on, he like maybe he gets with Domingo's girl or something. Like you gotta. It's not like the old days, like I said, where you could just like slightly tweak the jokes. No, you have to keep the same format basically, but you got to flip everything else upside down to keep this shit exciting when it comes to
you got to
recurring characters, modern
keep it
recurring
moving.
characters on SNL. Yeah.
Well, and yeah, again, so much of it has shifted away from character based stuff too, so that characters don't
Yeah.
really even matter. Like, and the jokes have to be funny multiple times, and I think part of what I love about what's up with that is, yes, it's the same jokes over and over and over again, but you get
But
new
you can
people.
do so much with it.
They're
Like it's
interacting in
just such
different ways.
it's a base, just the baseline is funny.
Yes.
So they just go crazy with it in so many different ways. And they have the guests come on as like some weird like alt band always at the end. Like
Yes.
that's always interesting.
Well, and when
Fuck,
Martin
man.
Short was on, he did like one of his recurring SNL characters from like back when he was on SNL for like the one
Yep.
season or 2 seasons he
That
was on the show.
That Eddie Murphy episode from a few years ago was fantastic for that. They brought back
Yes.
Mr. Robinson, dude.
Gumby. I'm
Mr.
Gumby,
Robinson's
damn it.
neighborhood. He's Jewish, and I love it.
It's so good. It's such a good
Black
joke.
Jewish Gumby, yes.
Black Jewish Gumby. We love to see it. The Sammy
And they
Davis
brought
Jr.
back
of
Velvet
Gumbies.
Jones, dude. They brought back Velvet Jones, homie.
Velvet Jones, man.
Be
Yeah, it's
Are you in between the ages of 18 and 24? And are you looking for a job?
yeah. The Eddie Murphy because and again, those characters had not been on the show since because Eddie Murphy had not come back since the 80s.
Yeah. It wasn't until the 40th where he was like, "All right, I might come back and do this." I think that kind of convinced him.
Yeah. And I mean, because they wanted to bring him back in the Celebrity Jeopardy to do the Cosby joke, and that was like right after the Cosby allegations came out. And he was like, "I don't want to kick a man while he's down." I think he did it on the episode he was on. I think he did a Cosby thing that was a little sharper, and I think by that point there was enough distance where he was like, "Yeah, fuck Bill Cosby."
Yo,
but not literally.
The best, one of my favorite things on the 50th was the Celebrity Jeopardy where he was Tracy Morgan. Like
Tracy Morgan.
Fuck.
That was so good.
Holy fuck. He was
Was
so
that No, that wasn't
fantastic.
Celebrity. That was Black Jeopardy.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Was Tom Hanks there? I don't remember.
Yeah, I think he like slid in toward
But
the
it
end
was-
and like
it was
added an extra podium for
Eddie
him or
Murphy
something.
as Tracy Morgan. I don't know. And Tracy Morgan was there too, but I don't remember who he was playing.
He was. I don't think he was just playing like a regular guy.
He was just a guy. Yeah, he was just a guy.
I think if I remember correctly, yeah.
But Eddie Murphy had it like, despite he chooses a lot of bullshit projects to work on, but that man is still sharp as fuck. Like,
I mean,
he's so funny.
Can we do an Eddie Murphy theme month on this show?
Maybe
we've
Metro
already-
would be one of them. Let's do
Metro
Metro
would be
for
one.
sure. I
Um,
really like that movie, actually.
Pluto Nash would be another one that we
Sure.
could probably do.
What's the one that
We've already done his Haunted Mansion.
there's one that Dr. Forrester from Mystery Science Theater 3000 co-wrote or co-developed. The one where he's
Oh,
in it's the guy's inside his head.
Meet
What's that
Dave?
called? Yeah, is that the one?
I think so.
Let me see.
This is thrilling. Yes, Meet Dave,
It is.
2008.
We haven't. Here's my favorite thing is that we haven't even said what movie that
Nope,
we
we have done
watched.
15 solid minutes on last night's episode of SNL.
Oh, no, it's Bill. So Bill Corbett co-wrote this,
Yes.
and he was the second Crow. He was Crow in the sci-fi era, and he is
Correct.
currently part of
Mike and Kevin
they do riff tracks.
Yes, riff tracks.
Yeah.
Norbit, we could probably make a case for Norbit.
Nah, we don't need to see that. Let's pick
Oh,
a
I
different
Spy
one.
is definitely on the list.
Oh yeah. Oh, with Owen Wilson.
With Owen Wilson, yes.
Yeah, that's a weird movie because I have a lot of fun with it, but I don't know why they called it I Spy. Really, it's kind of like the Dawn of the Dead remake. Like
It
I kind of
anything like the I Spy show.
elements of it, sort of.
Yeah,
but
we could make a case for Vampire in Brooklyn.
Yeah, dude. Look, you get me Metro, Vampire in Brooklyn, I Spy, and something that doesn't suck, and I'm into it.
Well, Pluto Nash sucks, but we can't do an Eddie Murphy month and not do Pluto Nash. Because that is the beginning. That's the beginning of the end of his miracle run, like in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah,
like because he comes back with he's kind of in a slump after Beverly Hills Cop 3 and Vampire in Brooklyn. He immediately chases that with the Nutty Professor.
Beverly Hills Cop 3 is bullshit.
It is bullshit.
Just delete that movie from canon because you've already got a good trilogy. You've got the original, you've got part 2, and I thought Axel F was every bit as good as part 2. Perfect trilogy right there.
But Beverly Hills Cop 3 is the outlier in that it is directed by John Landis and is bad.
Why? Why is it so bad? I don't understand.
I have 2 words for you, and they're 2 words I've already uttered in succession, but this will be the last time I utter these 2 words in succession in this episode. John Landis.
But no, look, I get why people don't like John Landis as a person, but there are plenty John Landis movies that I like. He is a competent filmmaker, and he's made some movies that I have very much enjoyed. So that's why I say, like, what the fuck? Like, because usually I go into a John Landis movie, I'm like, yeah, I'll probably like this. But Beverly Hills Cop 3 is just isn't it PG-13? Because it feels so, like, sanitized.
Probably.
It's like the sanitized Beverly Hills Cop. And they even use, like, laser guns and shit. What the fuck?
It's dumb. It's very dumb.
Oh, I would just like to erase that movie, honestly. Because, like
what I wish we could cover, though?
All 3 of those other films.
And I don't know, we could probably make a case for it. I don't think there was ever a sequel planned. I would love to cover Bowfinger because I fucking love Bowfinger.
I love that. No, I don't know why, but I feel like we should do Bowfinger and Bulworth around the same time. I don't know why. I haven't figured out why yet.
Bulworth ever wanted the sequel either. They weren't really.
It doesn't matter, but Warren Beatty says nappy dugout in that movie.
He sure does. Warren Beatty says a lot of shit Warren Beatty should not be saying in that movie.
And I am here for it 100% all the time.
You know what makes a really bizarre double feature with Bulworth? Bob Roberts.
Oh, word. I was thinking, speaking of Eddie Murphy, what's the one with him and Jeff Goldblum? Holy Man. Have you seen that one?
I haven't. It's on this list of Eddie Murphy movies that I'm currently looking at. Yes.
Let's do an Eddie Murphy year. Can we do an Eddie Murphy year? Is that possible?
No. At that point, we should just start an Eddie Murphy podcast. Start with 48 hours and don't finish until we get to the pickup, which I did see and it's not good.
It'll be 2026. Eddie Murphy takes over Disenfranchised. And maybe we do enough, maybe he'll be like, hey,
we get Eddie Murphy on the podcast.
Come be on your show with my Richard Pryor and Bill Cosby puppets. Have you seen that? He got those puppets. You don't follow him on Instagram. Okay, never mind. He does an impression of both of them perfectly.
I don't doubt it.
He has marionettes of both Bill Cosby and Richard Pryor, and they were made for something specific. And then they were like something a long time ago. I don't remember what it was. And then they gave them to him recently, or he bought them or something. I don't know. They're historical artifacts, is what I'm saying. And now he has
Sure,
them,
sure.
and he makes Instagram reels with them, doing both the voices, and it's very, very funny. Honestly, Eddie Murphy, he's so much funnier off the cuff that like just stop making movies and just become a full-time content creator, Eddie Murphy. I will watch your reels. I will watch your YouTube channel. Uh I will watch all that shit. Give me like 10-minute videos every 2 days. Let's go, Eddie Murphy. That's the new stand-up. It's the new stand-up. Do it.
It kind of
Go.
is, yeah.
He could be one of those what do they call the YouTubers that just kind of, I guess they're commentator YouTubers. They just kind of talk about whatevs. People like Drew Gooden and Danny Gonzalez and people like that, who they're just commentator YouTubers. He could be one of those, and it would be very, very funny.
Yeah, that's what I want to see. Eddie
You hear that,
Murphy on
Eddie Murphy?
TikTok reacting to like cooking videos.
No, it's not reacting to anything, man. These are commentary videos on YouTube. It's like some of them will talk about like TikTok trends or like anything. They'll talk about anything that's like internet related, but they'll make like a 10-15 minute video about it, and it's humorous, and I think Eddie Murphy would be good at that kind of stuff.
And that's why this is our episode on 2012 Silent Night.
You guys, we watched 2012 Silent Night, and it was there. Really, it was there.
Written by Jason Rothwell, directed by Stephen C. Miller.
Who?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I cannot. I think we've covered something of his on the podcast before. Maybe we haven't. Maybe I'm just making shit up.
I don't have IMDb even pulled up. I usually do.
I've got everything pulled up. He is, oh goodness, what his filmography. Apparently the aggression scale. Mike recommends Mike Snoonian, our friend over at the Pod and the Pendulum, recommends the aggression scale.
I've never even heard of
yeah,
that.
like not a lot, like First Kill, Arsenal, Marauders, a lot of those like Bruce Willis direct to Redbox movies. There was a movie that came out last year that he directed that's supposed to be pretty good called Werewolves with Frank Grillo. I like werewolf movies, so I'll probably catch it at some point.
Wait, what's that one with Sam Richardson from Detroiters? There's a werewolf movie with him. What's that called?
Werewolves Within. We almost covered that for video game month last year.
Oh, because it's a video game thing. I want to watch that because I really like him.
That is a very important movie in the history of this podcast, because that is the first movie that Brett and I saw in theaters after the COVID restrictions started.
Together as friends. Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah,
okay.
we went and checked that out in theaters. So, but yeah, so
he made a movie called Scream of the Banshee. And that makes me think of, do you remember Night of the Creeps? Remember the janitor?
Yeah.
And he describes how Homeboy runs out of the place screaming like Banshee. I love that movie. That's one of my favorite parts of that movie. Sorry, please continue, Stephen.
Written by Jason Rothwell, directed by Stephen C. Miller, and starring Malcolm McDowell. Yes, that Malcolm McDowell, Jamie King, Donal Logue, Ellen Wong, Lisa Marie. Some other people here. We got Courtney Jane White, Courtney Palm, Brendan Fair, a few others. What a cast! Doreen Brownstone. I'm just skipping around here.
Everyone that matters, really. Once you passed Lisa Marie, there was not really anyone to talk about after that.
Yeah. Anyway, what a cast, what a picture. There it is. I said my line.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt your line. I don't mind interrupting you, but I don't want to mess up any of your lines. Lisa Marie, by the way, and I might, maybe we can find a way to post this on social media. I will find you pictures of her looking like she's about to eat me.
I bet that does something to you, doesn't it?
It scares me.
But in a fun way?
I mean, it's nice to know that she was trying to get me and stuff, but like at the same time, nah, dude, I don't like sexually aggressive people. She was like,
You
man,
prefer to be the
I'll
aggressor then? Is that it?
no, I prefer to just like be normal people, and then like when the time comes, be like, well, uh, think I'm gonna have sex with you now, and then you do it, and that's how it goes. You keep your shirt on, lights off, you know. Oh, there's a
As
hole in
God
the
in,
sheet.
as God
Yes.
in. Oh God!
No, I tease. I'm not such a prude, but at the same time,
What are you having sex with Gumby?
she was she was very aggressive, and it made me uncomfortable. Yes, in like the best way I could possibly be uncomfortable, but still uncomfortable.
Touche.
That's not to say anything bad about her, because she was perfectly nice and fantastic and accommodating. It's just I got the feeling that given the chance, she would have just literally eaten me right there, swallowed me whole, my entire body, just the way she was looking at me. And I'll see if I can get those pictures.
To which I
Maybe we
say,
can put them
bring it
up.
on.
Maybe we can put them up on our social medias.
But this is a kind of remake slash legacy sequel question
Hmm.
mark to the Silent Night, Deadly
It's
Night franchise.
uh, and you know what? I realize that that's what they're going for here, and there's a few references to it, and that's real fucking cool and shit.
Sure.
But I really appreciated the what was the movies we did last year? I've seen all of them because of this podcast. Black Christmas. I enjoyed the Black
Mm,
Christmas homage. That was my favorite. And the fact
mm-hmm.
that the girl didn't die from that.
Right.
Like they set it up as like, oh, look, you guys made me Black Christmas.
We're gonna
And you're
Black
like, yeah,
Christmas her
I
right
straight made me
now.
that. And then they don't though. And
But
that's
they
what I
didn't.
appreciated. Also, what the fuck did a different director? Was there a different director and cinematographer for the flashbacks? Because the flashbacks are fantastic and they're full of really creative shots. Like the cinematography is just really just out there in a good way on the flashbacks of the killer. And like
Mm-hmm.
kind of in the middle of the movie they have a little flashback, but then they end the movie with the entire flashback.
Right.
That shit looks great. I don't know why it's so different, but it looks fantastic. That was something, it kind of stood out to me how good it looked actually.
I don't see anything about like there being a additional, or I mean, it could have been. It's entirely possible it was handled by second unit, but there's nothing in the. Yeah, not a note with a lot in it. So, or not a movie
Yeah.
with a lot said about it. Not a lot of people have written about this movie. I guess I should say I have never. This is the first Silent Night, Deadly Night film I've seen. I've never seen any of these movies before, so I kind of knew it was about a killer dressed up like Santa in like a kind of in the like Halloween holiday slasher kind of milieu, but I didn't really know much else about it. What is your familiarity and history with the Silent Night, Deadly Night franchise, Tucker?
Well, I've been aware of the franchise for many, many years, but I really chose not to engage with it just because I just really didn't have any interest in it.
Sure.
The sequels were bargain basement. Like the
Mm-hmm.
original was really, if it hadn't been Christmas Halloween, basically,
Right.
nobody would have given a shit. I never found the time for them. I know I probably should have seen them at some point because like horror was my thing there for a while and still
Right.
kind of is, but like not as strong. I'm more of just a general cinema fan now, but there was a time like I got my start in horror is what I'll say.
Sure. Right.
My
Right. Right.
tastes are very broad now, but horror is what gave me the cinema bug. Yeah, I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah, I just never engaged with them. I know everything about them
Right.
because even before there was the internet, like that's the kind of movies they would write about in horror movie books.
Yes.
So I, in general, know everything about them. I have just never seen them, except for obviously the Garbage Day clip
Right.
from
Which,
the
yeah,
second one.
if anyone knows anything about any of these movies, it's Garbage Day.
Yeah, and the garbage day thing in this movie was, I guess that was okay. Like, good job.
Sure.
And that was before the
We got
meme.
a
So
reference.
like, okay. The fact that they did that before the meme,
Getting ahead of the memes, yeah.
yeah, because this was what, 2012?
2012, yeah.
Proper memes did not exist in 2012.
Well, not in the way that, I mean, memes
Not
have existed for a while. Memetic theory has been a thing for a long time.
well,
It's
yeah, but I
just
mean
the way that
the modern
we,
definition of a meme.
like the way that we refer to them and pass them around and share them now, it's a very different thing. I mean, there were
Absolutely.
even in the early days of the internet, you've got shit like salad fingers and the end of the world, very popular kind of memetic shit that got
Okay,
passed around in
okay,
that
here
way.
is Earth.
Okay,
Round.
here's the earth. Well, that is a sweet earth, you might say. Round,
Round.
round. Love the end of the world. What a great flash animation. But yeah, not super familiar with Silent Night, Deadly Night, or any of
No.
the movies in that franchise. So I kind of came into this movie really blind. And I feel like I might have had
Ditto.
a greater
Well, not
appreciation for
ditto.
what this. Well, I feel like I might have had a greater appreciation for this if I had more knowledge of the franchise going into it. Um, because yeah, it was the whole thing kind of just felt very one note to me in a lot of ways. Like I didn't really, there wasn't a lot here that I was super excited about engaging with. And the more the movie went on, the less excited I became. Like I loved the actors, and like I love Malcolm McDowell, I love Donal Logue, I love Jamie
Look,
King, like I
I
love Lisa
thought
Marie.
there wasn't enough Lisa Marie, by the way. Speaking of Lisa Marie, I just sent
Is
you
there
an
ever?
email, Steven. I sent you an email of 3 photographs that you might take a look at and
Okay.
decide which ones, if not all 3, you want to put on our social media as proof that um, Lisa Marie tried to get me once.
Oh yeah, no, she is absolutely, yeah. She's looking
And you
directly
see
at
the
your
progression.
mouth.
You see
Yeah,
the progression, right? To where she's like, "Oh, this guy. Oh, wait, this guy. I have to eat this guy." It's the third one.
she's
What the
looking at
fuck?
your eyes, she's looking at your mouth, and then there's the picture of both of you looking at the camera with you kind of with the awkward thumbs up.
Yep.
Um,
Thumbs up. I'm like, oh, I gotta get away from this bitch real quick.
you're like, I'm in danger in that third
I
one.
am
So
married. Goodbye. Well, I was then,
yeah, at the time, yes, of course. But
So
yeah,
yeah,
I
what I'm
mean,
saying is not
these are all
enough
great.
Lisa Marie. I thought Malcolm McDowell sucked in this movie. He was
It's
miscast, and like I said before, normally in movies like this, he tends to phone it in, but in this one, he may have faxed it in because it was so fucking bad. I said email before. That's almost as
you
good, but then I
did
just thought of faxing it in is probably worse.
is better.
Um, Though I thought Jamie King was really good. Like, they didn't give
I
her much to
like.
work with, but she was a strong fucking lead. Like, I liked
They
her.
never do. They never give Jamie King much to do, and that's I think one of the reasons why Jamie
She
King
did a
has
good
never
job,
kind of
though.
popped as a leading lady. Like let's get into the Jamie King of it all for a little bit because I think that's
She
a
she
conversation worth having.
she put more into this role than was there. Like, she
Yeah,
took it to another level. This movie doesn't deserve her performance, is what I'm saying.
correct. I'm inclined to agree with you. Now we have covered Jamie King twice before, at least according to
She
her
was
note
on,
for
yep, My
she
Bloody Valentine and The Spirit. Yeah,
and
dude.
The Spirit. Yep, 2 movies we've covered. See our past episodes on those. But like she was kind of one of the it girls in the late '90s, early 2000s, as I recall.
Hmm.
Like her first movie is 99, so maybe early 2000s, but she's in Blow, she's in Pearl Harbor, a movie I saw in theaters,
Yeah, dude.
Slackers.
Slackers, hey, you guys, forgotten gross out teen comedy from the early 2000s. Also, one of Jason Schwartzman's best performances.
I was going to say I'm not a big Jason Schwartzman guy, but that's good to hear.
I actually, if you go
Um,
onto my YouTube channel at youtube.com/ice909, that's ICENINE, the number 0 and the number 9, you will find in the 2 EPs that I released about 3 weeks ago, I wish, 3 years ago, a cover of the song that Jason Schwartzman character sings at the end of this movie, Slackers, called Little Locked Room. And his character in this movie is Cool Ethan. And boy, It is truly one of the characters of cinematic history.
Truly one of the characters in that movie, for sure.
Well, no, I mean you got Jason Segel, you got Devon Sawa, you got Big Pete from Adventures of Pete and Pete. You've got fucking homegirl from that 70s show. Like, it's a stacked cast for the time for that kind of movie. And the rest of the movie, it's fine. It's watchable and it's engaging enough, but Jason Schwartzman is cool, Ethan. Fuck. That is the reason to watch Slackers. I saw this movie 3 times in the movie theaters because of Jason Schwartzman's performance. Like, the first time I went in blind, I was like, this might be fun, whatever, teen comedy, college thing, whatever. But Jason Schwartzman, and this is after I had seen Rushmore, so I already knew he was the shit. But this performance, there are a few better performances in cinematic history. Like, Jason Schwartzman in Slackers as Cool Ethan is the equivalent of like Al Pacino in any Godfather film. Oh, and hey, he's related to the guy that directed those movies too.
He is. That's
He's like the grandson.
uncle.
No, it's his
No, it's his
grandpa.
uncle.
Granduncle? His
Talia
grunkle?
Shire, Francis Ford
Is-
Coppola's brother, is Jason Schwartzman's, Francis Ford Coppola is Talia Shire's brother, and Talia Shire's son is Jason Schwartzman.
Oh, okay. I thought, okay, yeah, I had that mixed up. But yeah, that's wild. Yeah, Jason Schwartzman in Slackers, the movie, average. The Jason Schwartzman of it all, don't discount that. That's
Already
an
have.
Academy Award winning performance right there. It should be, at least. There's nothing better than Jason Schwartzman in Slackers. Anyway, she's also in what now? What's this? Bulletproof Monk. That's crazy. Sean William Scott was in that.
Future episode of this podcast, Bulletproof Monk. We will absolutely cover that one of these days. She's in White Chicks, Cheaper by the Dozen 2, the Matthew McConaughey Al Pacino film 2 for the Money that does not exist.
It doesn't.
And then and of course Sin City. We should all shout out Sin City because she's very good in Sin City.
But got her cast in the Spirit, honestly, because that's.
I was gonna say that's Frank Miller, yeah. And Sin City's kind of her last big thing. Like, she does The Spirit in 2008, My Bloody Valentine in 2009. She's also in Fanboys in 2009 as well. Yeah. And then after that, it's a bunch of shit I've never heard of before, which is a big old bummer because she's in something called Mother's Day in 2010. That sounds like a movie we'd probably cover.
The Banshee stuff does not stop. She's in a movie in 2022 called Codename Banshee.
Oh, there you go.
Screaming like Banshee.
It all comes back, and she plays herself in Ocean's 8. I'm guessing is one of the people at the Met Gala. Sure. Another episode of this podcast that we'll get to one day. Ocean's 8.
I didn't see that. That's the girl one, right? I always wanted to see that. Is it good? But it's still directed by. Is it still?
It's not Soderbergh.
No, not. Oh,
you're hoping it's Soderbergh, and it's not Soderbergh. It's Gary Ross.
I guess, but why?
I don't know. But they're getting the band back together, the original crew back together, minus the great Bernard Mac, of course. But for the new Ocean's 14 or whatever they're calling it. But yeah,
okay, cool.
But I like Jamie King. But yeah, like after the mid aughts, like she had a little bit of stuff to do if you're a nerd in the late 2000s, but none of that was good. Like Spirit, not good. My Bloody Valentine, not good. Fanboys, not good. And then after that, just kind of a lot of nothing.
What? I liked My Bloody Valentine.
It's not that good. It's not as good as the original My Bloody Valentine.
You said something about Spirit. What's this Spirit you're talking about?
Yeah, go back and I guess rewatch that because you've forgotten.
Spirit.
Yeah.
No, you said just Spirit. You didn't say the Spirit. So all I was thinking of was that song from the Ghostbusters 2 soundtrack.
That is, of course, where your mind would understand.
He would know.
Well, I'm sorry I can't be Brett for you, Tucker.
Steven, Spirit. Some people hear it. Some people fear it. Spirit. Some people just won't go near it, etc., and so on ad nauseum.
If you say so. But no, love Jamie King. I think she's great.
Yeah.
wish she would get another shot at the
This
apple, because again, she's
this movie
wonderful.
doesn't deserve her. Like I said,
No,
like she really, with the little that they give her, she's really the only character that I believe
she's
in this
really
movie.
solid. Yes, I concur.
And the
Meanwhile,
material's not even there. It's just her. It's
exactly.
just her doing it.
Yeah. And meanwhile, Malcolm McDowell is, he's famously an actor who makes a certain amount of money per picture. And if you call him up and say, hey, I've got a role for you, he's like, just give me the number. And if the number matches the number he takes, then he does it. Like,
I'm really
sight
surprised.
unseen doesn't fucking matter.
I'm really surprised he and Eric Roberts aren't in a lot more films together.
It would make a lot of sense.
That would make a lot of sense. He's awful in this. He is not. He's
Which feels
like
terrible to
yawning
say.
through this fucking movie. There's a few
He
times where it
is.
feels like he's trying to have fun with it, but he still misses the mark.
Mhm.
Like,
and doing a at best half-assed American accent. Like sometimes it's there, sometimes it's barely there, sometimes he just doesn't even fucking bother. Like it's absolutely insane.
Yep.
Like it's a big damn bummer. Like because you're like, oh, Malcolm McDowell, at least he's going to be good.
Oh,
rarely is Malcolm McDowell actively bad, but here he is, in fact, actively bad, and it is a big old bummer.
Like I've never really been into Malcolm McDowell. Is he
what?
good?
He's great.
I guess, but like really, the only thing I liked him in, the only thing I really like him in is Tank Girl. And it's because he phones in that performance too. He doesn't give a fuck about no Tank Girl. But that works for his character. Like he's so fortunate.
Which
like,
I remember you
that
saying
spot
on that episode.
Where he doesn't give a fuck, but that's perfect. Like fantastic. Yes, read it like you don't give a fuck because that's that character. Outside of that, like miss me on all that shit. Like he was fine as Loomis. The only other thing I kind of liked him in was he was Loomis in the Rob Zombie Halloweens, and I really liked like how much of an asshole he was in both of those movies. It really just kind of subverted the expectation of Loomis as a whole, and I really appreciated that about both of those films and his whole redemption arc. But outside of those two things, I don't give a fuck about no Malcolm McDowell, honestly.
The second one is honestly kind of insane. The second Halloween, like what they do with his arc in that one is kind of just absolutely
that whole movie is insane. And I think Halloween 2, the director's cut of Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 is Rob Zombie's best film. Fight me.
Okay, there you go.
Come into the comments, patreon.com/disenfranchpod. Let's go. Halloween 2, best Rob Zombie movie.
He has he's done a number of episodes or movies that we'll cover on as future episodes, like Mr. Magoo.
I can't wait.
The Leslie Nielsen Mr. Magoo. We'll do that one.
I can't wait to think of other ways to like say phoning it in. I'll be like, he's telegraphing it in. He's using Morse code.
Don't waste them all now, Tucker. You're gonna shoot yourself in the foot, man. Don't do that.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Oh, Steven.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, I get it. Like the thing about Malcolm McDowell is he's done so much that I think the bad outweighs the good at this point. But when he's good, he's really good. Like Paul Schrader's
and I'm not mad at him. Like I don't dislike him as a person. This is the opposite of John Landis, where I'm like, motherfuck John Landis, but the boy can direct a movie. With Malcolm McDowell, it's like, I guess I don't have anything against Malcolm McDowell. I just have seen very few things where he actually tried. And that's partially on me.
It kind of is. Like he has done a lot of great work. It's just, I think for the most part these days, you're right. Just kind of, faxing it in at this point.
And some of the movies,
and he's earned the right to fax it in.
Sure. Like I said, I'm not mad at him at all. Like he was shit in this movie. And honestly, I don't care because I don't really care about this movie. But the movies that he's good in, like the older stuff where he was kind of proving himself, shit like Clockwork Orange, man, fuck a Clockwork Orange. That's the thing. Like he's really good in that movie, yes, but also fuck that movie. That is one of the most mean-spirited films I've ever seen. Is it a landmark in cinema? Yes. Holy shit, it's a fantastic film. But no, dude, I don't like that mean-spirited shit. And that That's another thing I don't like about straight up Kubrick, man. Like, he can do silly stuff and fun stuff, but when he's at his best, he's just being mean and shitty. And to me, that says something about somebody.
One of my favorite Kubrick films, and to be clear, I have not seen all of Kubrick's work. There are a lot of Kubrick blind spots for me, but my favorite Kubrick movie is Eyes Wide Shut, his final film, and that I fucking love that movie. It is
I'm glad you like it.
It is a psychosexual mindfuck. Well, first of all, I like Nicole Kidman is like a celebrity crush from long ago. Love Nicole Kidman.
Yeah, To Die For. That's my favorite of hers.
I own it on fucking 4K, my brother.
Like, and I have Batman Forever.
4K.
Come on,
Dr. Chase,
get the fuck out of here, dude.
Because she's chasing him, you see. Like, I love Nicole Kidman. I love her. She's phenomenal. But like I think she's amazing in that movie, and I love Tom Cruise is one of those actors where I think he's really well deployed when someone can get at what makes him weird and really like dig into that. And Eyes Wide Shut is one of those movies that lets Tom Cruise be a little fucking weird. And like Paul Thomas Anderson does that in Magnolia
and Magnolia, yeah. Vanilla Sky is my favorite because you don't normally see Tom Cruise like not being handsome.
And that was during a phase of his career,
de-handsome him,
where he would just hand himself over to an auteur filmmaker and just say, I don't know, just put me in something. Like you want to cover The Color of Money for Patreon for
yes, please. I love that. Scorsese, man, a sequel to The Hustler? Are you kidding me?
I fucking love The Hustler too. Like him, but that's him handing himself to Scorsese and saying, use me. Just like figure out something that I can do that would work.
Oh, and like he's doing that. And he hadn't fixed his teeth yet. Forward. His teeth were still weird. Oh man.
His teeth are still weird because they fixed them wrong.
Tom Cruise.
Like he's got a tooth right in the middle of his face. If you've ever watched, if you'll look at a picture of Tom Cruise's smile, he's got a tooth right in the middle of his face. Like most people have like the line between teeth right in the middle. He's got a solid tooth right there. And it's because when he got everything capped, they shifted something. And so his smile is still weird.
I like old Tom Cruise teeth.
But I mean, I just recently watched, and I think I mentioned this on on whenever the last time we recorded a What Are We Watching was, I watched him in The Outsiders. And that's kind of an early Tom Cruise performance that I think works really, really well. But
over a year ago, Steven,
it's been
our last one over a year ago.
But again, I like Eyes Wide Shut for those reasons. And also it's a clandestine Christmas movie. So 'tis the season to watch Eyes Wide Shut. Tucker, let's talk a little Donal Logue. Cause I love that dude. That guy, Donal Logue, man, he plays, Santa Jim, the main red herring in this movie, which Wikipedia tells me his character's name is Jim Epstein.
Yes, because they keep saying that over and over.
Right. His brother has an island somewhere.
He's that guy in Blade. He cuts his hand off first, and then he burns him. He's like he's Deacon Frost's main henchman.
Right, he's the guy who doesn't die in Die Hard, like Carl, the big, strong sidekick of Hans Gruber. Yes. He's that for Blade. But he was also on a show that I used to watch called Grounded for Life back in the day. Like that was really fun. Yeah, like he's done a lot. He's done a lot of stuff. He's in Zodiac, my favorite David Fincher film.
Oh, I like that movie. It's not my favorite Fincher, but I love that movie.
That movie fucking rips.
For a movie that's like 3.5 hours long, director's cut, I have seen it way too many times.
Strap me the fuck in. That movie, for a movie that is not explicitly a horror movie, it is scary as fuck.
Yes, like when he goes to that guy who makes the film posters house. Holy shit. Do you know who plays
that guy? Do you know who that guy is played by, Tucker?
I feel like I do, but I can't remember it. And
that is Charles Fleischer, the voice of Roger Rabbit.
Yeah, dude, yeah. He's also the guy in 2015 who wants him to sum a few bucks to save the clock tower. And in 1955 in Back to the Future 2, he's the guy that fixes Biff's car.
There you go.
Yeah.
But Donald Logue will show up in future episodes of this podcast, like Max Payne. Like, we have not seen the last of Donald Logue.
Oh,
but no,
boy.
I loved him in Grounded for Life. Like, he's one of those guys, like, and he was on Gotham for a number of years, the Batman show. He played Harvey Bullock on that show. I didn't either, but I saw a few episodes and I thought he was pretty good. Like, he's in a couple episodes of What We Do in the Shadows, also playing himself, apparently. And he was also in past episode of this podcast, Resident Evil: Welcome to Raccoon City.
Hey, I like that one.
You did like that one. You and Brett both.
Yeah.
So there you
go. Something to be said for accuracy.
If you say so.
That movie's got it. Well, I mean, I wish you knew.
One of these days. I blame my parents for not getting me into video games. You do.
No, it only works if you do, is the thing.
Yeah, so well, that's why it didn't work for me, man.
Yeah, no, I know, and that's sad. That's upsetting.
Oh, sorry you feel that way.
I forget. No, I mean, it's fine. I'm not mad at you. It's just the thing is, like I said during that episode, probably it's not a good movie.
Right.
But the writing in the games is not good either. So if you're a fan of the games, it's perfect. If you don't know anything about the games, it sucks ass.
Right,
so,
you're not going to have a good time. But yeah, so I don't know, man. I don't really have much more to say about this movie. Like, it didn't grab me. There's a fun scene where a topless woman gets chased through a very sparsely populated Christmas tree farm and then shoved into a wood chipper. That was quite insane. I
really appreciated a lot of the practical effects. The splitting the head was good. Also, the shot in the head of the Coke dealer Santa was way gorier than it needed to be in the best possible way. That looked fantastic.
In a lot of ways, this movie does fit into that 2000s era millennial nasty, to use the term coined by our good friend Ariel Power Schaub. Like, it really does kind of fit into that millennial nasty framework, while still understanding that it's a little past that, the prime of that, but still playing directly into that as well for the people that enjoy that.
Well, that's what's so just kind of utterly boring about this movie is there's some really cool things in it. Like, you can tell some people worked really hard on this movie. Like, half the people that worked on this movie in every department, in every capacity, worked really hard, and the other half were not, and it fucking shows. It is just the most mediocre movie I've ever seen. It's not bad, but it is in no way good.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's just, I'll tell you, if this were a TV movie, like an ABC movie of the week, like, I would watch it. I'd be like, yeah, that's fine. Like, I don't feel like I wasted my time. But the fact that this was released into theaters, nah, dude. No thanks.
Well, it got a limited theatrical release, and this is as good a time as any to segue into the box office. It got a limited theatrical release, and then was released on DVD and Blu-ray less than a week later. So it got a limited theatrical release it opened in, let me check here, 11 theaters.
So it was the original, like, Netflix, like, it's going to be on streaming almost day one, but we're going to put in theaters for like a day.
It gets a qualifying release, and then it's going direct to video. Yeah, essentially. And then it was released on video on like the 4th of December 4th. So like, it really did not spend any time. In fact, it opens again on November 30th, 2012. It opens at number, let me just check my notes here, 66.
What even is that? Is that a number you could be at? I don't feel like it is.
Apparently on this list you can. This list goes all the way up to 100 though. But yeah, it opens at 66. Opens right between Starlet, which is in its 4th week of release, and Space Station, which is an IMAX release on 2 screens. So there you go. It earns $9,780 in its opening weekend.
Oh, wow.
on its way to a domestic box office of $14.6 million. With an international box office of about 100,000, it gets a worldwide box office of $114.6 thousand. That is off of I don't have any budget numbers, so no reported budget in sight, as it were. So this is not a movie that is going to do much beyond this initial opening.
Yeah, I can't imagine. I think it's a direct to DVD. They're counting on those sales. They're counting on those home video sales for sure, or
Anchor
rentals.
Bay is the distributor.
It is. It's Anchor Bay. It's fucking Anchor Bay. So yeah, it is Anchor Bay. For those who don't know, as someone who came up during the Anchor Bay years, Anchor Bay was the company that was putting out Night of the Living Dead, that was putting out Evil Dead, that was putting out all of the old cult classic movies. Army of Darkness.
The Anchor Bay Darkness.
Fuck yeah, dude! All that shit. Yeah, I think like it was mainly made for home video for sure. They were trying to make their money on that. What was the budget on this?
I can't find those numbers.
It's not on the. I'm on the IMDb right now, and it's not. Budget's not on there.
Yeah, it's not on It's not on the numbers. Like I can't find a budgetary.
Oh wait, we have a This is estimated $5 million estimated. That's easy money. That's easy money for the cast that's in it, the studio that's behind it. It's direct to video essentially. Anchor Bay is the direct to video company.
That's what
I feel like. Yeah, I feel like they knew exactly what they were doing here. They did what they needed to do. I can't imagine they lost money on this.
Sure. They just didn't make it in the theatrical release for sure. Didn't come close to making it in the theatrical release.
No. I think that was just, for the diehard fans, really. They probably popped that out there. It was 2012. Like, you could find that shit on the internet where there'd be a showing or something. I'm sure that's what it was.
Right. So scrolling from 66 all the way back up to the number 1 spot in its third weekend, the Twilight Saga: Breaking Dawn, Part 2 is retaining its number 1 spot.
I have no interest in them Twilight movies, but I'll tell you what it did. It gave us a good platform for a lot of fantastic actors.
That's true.
Kristen
I don't
Stewart,
know that Kristen Stewart or Robert Pattinson would have the kind of following they have today without that.
Both of those motherfuckers are some of the best in the biz, if you ask me. True. Especially in like indie films.
Agreed.
And then you got like
so often people dismiss them because those guys from Twilight, like fuck you, they're great.
Exactly. No, that's how they got their platform, and I am here for it. Like I don't give a fuck about no Twilight, but I'm glad it exists. Because it brought us so many talented people.
I mean, you get Anna Kendrick comes out of those. Dakota Fanning has a really good showcase in those. Michael Sheen. Like, you get some solid actors coming out of that franchise for sure.
Yep.
At number 2 is my favorite James Bond film, Skyfall, which is holding steady at number 2 for its 4th week in theaters. At number 3, up from number 4 the week before, past episode of this podcast, Rise of the Guardians, coming up in its second
Owl movie. Is that the Zack Snyder animated Owl movie?
No, you're thinking. Oh wait, no. Rise of the Guardians is the one with Chris Pine as Jack Frost.
Do you remember? Oh my god, that one's even fucking better. I love that movie. Did you know? Like the podcast did a whole month on like owl movies and Guardians or whatever. There was some kind of weird theme that went through all those movies.
We did 3 Guardians. So we did the Guardians, the weird Russian Guardians movie. We did Rise of the Guardians, and then Legend of the Guardians, which is the Zack Snyder one.
So I don't know how or why, but our mutual friend that I used to have romantic ties to, that is also in films with us, I just don't want to have to go up and bleep it. That's the whole deal. As I'm
I
trying to do an
understand.
easy edit on this, but
She's great though. I love her. She's
for
awesome.
some reason, when we were together, we watched all of those movies, and not like as like all of the Guardians movies.
All those weird unrelated Guardians movies that we just mentioned.
Yes, and my favorite was the one with all of like the holiday mascots coming together. It's like the holiday mascot Avengers, basically.
It is essentially
so
that,
good.
and you can absolutely see why they would try to build a franchise off of that, because it's
And that's what's so
right
cool.
fucking there.
It's right there, and you don't have to have separate movies. That's the thing. A lot of these studios that are trying to do cinematic universes, like they're not setting it up properly, but there's no setup for this because we all know who Santa Claus is. We know who the Easter Bunny is. We already know who these motherfuckers are. So let's just jump in. Give me a whole franchise of that, and I'll be there every time. I will pay money to see it every fucking time.
We did. Oh God, this is how we did it. I remember now. We did Legend of the Guardians, the Owls of Ga'Hoole, to start out the month of December, and then we did Guardians, which was the Russian Avengers type film, and then our Christmas episode was Rise of the Guardians because Santa Claus.
Because Sandy Claus.
And then we finished out the year, because that was 2022, so we finished out the year, our worst of the year, with Morbius. It's Morbin time, as it were.
Now, Steven, I don't know if you remember or not, but was there a leprechaun in that movie?
I don't think there was, actually.
Oh, well, then I wasted my flashlight on that gag, and no one will even see it.
No one will. So let me walk through the cast of that movie.
Levels.
Absolutely. There is Hugh Jackman as the Easter Bunny.
Let me timestamp that to cut that out, because that was almost too much. You were saying something about Hugh Jackman?
Hugh Jackman was the Easter Bunny. Alec Baldwin was Santa Claus. Isla Fisher was the Tooth Fairy. Chris Pine was Jack Frost. And then there was no actor for the Sandman. The Sandman was just just didn't talk.
He was just a guy.
Yeah. And then Jude Law plays the villain Pitch. And there is no leprechaun. My guess is they were probably saving the leprechaun for the sequel.
Yeah. And it would have been Warwick Davis, probably, if there's any justice in this world.
I'm the leprechaun.
Oh, I put my flashlight away. Damn it. Fuck.
I have one on my phone.
That.
Of course, you're in a much darker room than I am. Me, it would just look like my face is completely washed out.
Yeah, I know. I did it. That's why.
Yeah, but you're going to cut it out, so it doesn't matter.
Yep, cut that part out too. What are we at now? Oh, 6:58. Got it.
Yeah, we're definitely over an hour on this one.
This is the only time that I've done 2 timestamps in the same minute. Steven. Never has that happened before. And it's all on your boy.
In 4th place, it's Lincoln, the Daniel Day-Lewis, Steven Spielberg film Lincoln. That's a great movie. Love it.
It's great. I'm sure it's great. I don't care, but I'm sure it's fantastic.
It's wonderful. It's one of the so Daniel Day-Lewis in Gangs of New York as Bill the Butcher throws like a knife at a photo of Abraham Lincoln, and then in Lincoln, Daniel Day-Lewis as Abraham Lincoln condemns the actions of Tammany Hall, which Bill the Butcher is related to. So it's this kind of weird Daniel Day-Lewis condemning Daniel Day-Lewis thing. It's circular, and I
also
love
it. to be of the moment, Stephen, to make sure that we stand clear on an issue that is very divisive amongst everyone these days. We stand behind Paul Dano.
Absolutely, we fucking do. Absolutely, this is a pro Paul Dano podcast and always will be. If there's one person in that feud that I'm willing to like part with, it's Quentin Tarantino. As much as I enjoy his films,
for sure.
I would rather have the body of work of Paul Dano than Quentin Tarantino.
I keep Jackie Brown, you keep the rest, and give me Paul Dano. Perfect deal. Somehow digitally insert Paul Dano into Jackie Brown. Boom, bam, nailed it.
I don't know how you can watch. There Will Be Blood and call Paul Dano weak sauce. I don't know how you fucking do it. He's so good in that movie.
I get what he's saying about how like movies cannot work, like some movies don't work in that way, but There Will Be Blood is not one of them. Like, what movie did he
Mm-mm.
watch? Like, are we watching the same fucking movie?
I don't think he is.
Like, Dano is not Daniel Day-Lewis, but
Mm-mm. He's not supposed to
he
be.
is no, he's doing what he's supposed to do. He's fantastic.
He's so
Spielberg
good.
loves him. Fuck you.
Paul Dano is a phenomenal actor. Always has been, always will be. I've loved him for years, and I think he is perfectly cast. Unlike Malcolm McDowell, he is perfectly cast in There Will Be Blood, and is an actor that I have always enjoyed. Anytime he shows up, I have a good time.
He tends to find those roles for himself as well. Like Swiss Army Man, perfection, Paul Dano. Straight up the Fablemans, yes, please give me more. Love and Mercy, god dang it, Paul
Oh,
Dano.
he's so
God
good in
dang
Love
it.
and Mercy.
Come on.
He should have been Oscar nominated for Love
What
and
the
Mercy.
fuck are you
He's
talking about,
so
Quentin Tarantino? Are we
phenomenal.
watching the same Paul Dano? He got it mixed up with somebody else. He got it mixed up with Malcolm McDowell in this movie. That's what it was.
That's what it is. Paul Dano and Malcolm McDowell, two actors easy to interchange.
So
quite
easy.
frankly.
Yeah, they look
Yeah.
so much alike, and they sound so much alike too, which is the weird thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paul Dano constantly slipping out of his English accents.
Just to the point to where it's annoying, really.
Right.
Where he's like, he has the worst accent in SAG, is what I've heard. That's what I heard.
Weak sauce, man. Weak sauce.
Yeah.
Rounding out the top 5, we have Ang Lee's Life of Pi, which is in its second weekend has already grossed like 12 or has already grossed like almost $50 million. Rounding out the top 10, we've got Wreck-It Ralph at number 6, Killing Them Softly at number 7. The remake of Red Dawn with one of the Hemsworth brothers, Chris.
Oh, did you see
that?
Did you see that remake of Red Dawn? Did you see? You've seen the original Red Dawn?
No, I haven't.
Well, then why am I even fucking talking to you about this, Steven? Moving on.
Love you.
Moving on. Yes, hugs, but what the fuck?
Love you. 9th place, we've got the Denzel Washington film Flight, Robert Zemeckis' Flight.
I didn't see that.
It's good. Denzel is amazing, but it's a movie that dares to do. Amazing. It dares to needle drop sympathy for the devil not once, not twice.
Oh my god!
But like 4 different times. Every time John Goodman's character is introduced into the movie, you get sympathy for the devil. Every fucking time.
What's the other movie with Denzel Washington and John Goodman and there's a Rolling Stones song and it's Time is on my side.
That is one of those
The Bone Collector.
The Bone Collector. That's one of those like weird Denzel Washington 90s weird cop movies.
Coincidence though that it's like, you know, they do and it's John Goodman and Denzel Washington and a Rolling Stones song. Do you think it's connected?
Wait,
do you think the guys who are making?
Is it? I don't think it's the Bone Collector because I'm looking through the cast on that one and I'm not seeing John Goodman.
Bone Collector. Well,
Michael Rooker's in the Bone Collector.
But that's the thing is he hops bodies like the serial killer hops bodies.
That's not the Bone Collector. That's not the Bone Collector.
What am I thinking of then?
You're thinking of one of the other weird Denzel Washington 90s cop movies. It's like that.
He's like paralyzed. He's at the hospital.
Virtuosity. That's not the Bone Collector, dude. I'm telling you. It's another one. I'm looking for it. Hey,
and John Goodman's the back. Steven, I'm so mad right now.
Tucker, I wish you would just.
I've never been so mad in my life.
Oh, you know, Tucker,
God.
You're being a real bitch right now.
That's fine. Like
it's Fallen.
That's just who I am. Yeah,
Fallen.
And John Goodman's there.
Fallen. Yes,
and that's
John
how
Goodman
you know
is in Fallen.
That's how you know the guy. That's how you know the guy has went to a different person because that person sings about how time is on my side. Yes.
You know who else is in that movie? You've got Donald Sutherland, Beth Davids. You've got James Gandolfini, Elias Koteas.
Army of Darknesses, Beth Davis, Elias Koteas, Crow City of Angels is no, he's in the third one actually.
He's in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3.
Oh,
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 is Elias Koteas.
He's in the first
and third.
Yeah, but you said the third first as though like the first didn't even exist, and that's sacrilege, Stephen, because It's actually the third movie that famously does not exist.
And then you've also got Robert Joy from one of my favorite parts of The Shield.
He is a joy.
In Fallen as well. So
We
there you
love
go.
him.
We do. And he's also
Oh,
in
yeah,
Land of the Dead. George Romero's Land of the Dead as well.
So, yeah, sorry, it's not The Bone Collector, it's Fallen, but everything else still stands.
Agreed.
Next.
And then The Collection. Speaking of bone collectors,
bones.
we have...
Is he collecting bones?
No, he's collecting people. It's one of those like really nasty...
Oh,
it's another one of those millennial... it's a sequel to the film The Collector.
Oh, no, yeah, I seen both of them shits.
There you go. And again, favorites of our friend Ariel Powershaw.
Here's the weird thing about those movies is neither of them are good, but somehow, even though they're not good, they successfully like change the tone between movies. Like like I said, they're not good, but like the first one has its own thing and the second one has its own thing, and you're not mad at them for being two separate things. I don't know. I don't even understand it.
Okay.
But it works in a way that only bad movies can, Stephen.
There you go. Yeah. And then I just want to shout out a few below the line. You've got Silver Linings Playbook at 11. You've got Anna Karenina in 12, a movie I saw in theaters.
Really? That's like Keystone Arts, I'm sure.
Probably. I saw it because I had that was the year I was reading Tolstoy, if I recall correctly.
Oh, word. That's convenient.
I read War and Peace and Anna Karenina, so I definitely saw that one in theaters. And then at 13, this is the reason why I wanted to name the below the line shit. Argo Fuck Yourself.
Yes, Ben Affleck's is Argo.
Yep. Future Academy Award winner, Argo Fuck Yourself.
Captain Invincible is in that movie, is he not?
I'm pretty sure he is. You know who else is in that movie?
John Goodman.
John fucking Goodman. There it is.
Also, John Goodman, I don't know if you know this, once pursued Mango.
I have heard. And, you know.
Him and David Duchovny. No, David Duchovny and John Goodman. No.
Can you hold a moonbeam in your hand? Such as with Mango.
You?
That is an era of SNL that my partner and I have revisited fairly recently, and we're just like, this is bad. We don't like any of this.
Oh no, it's it doesn't work now. But if you were there, it was Anne Golden era.
I was gonna say she watched it at the time with her sister quite frequently and really enjoyed it at the time. But it's one of those that we've both revisited in the years since. Like within the past couple of years, we've watched it and we're both just like,
well, and it's not even about like you were a kid then and now you're an adult. It's just like sensibilities have changed so much and comedy has changed so much. Like if you were there, you'll get a little nostalgia hit out of it, but it's just not funny anymore. That was the peak then, though. Like, let me tell you, that David Duchovny episode specifically, fantastic. You got a Mango, you got a Spartans, you got a Celebrity Jeopardy.
I was going to say that's the one where he plays Jeff Goldblum, right?
Yes, David Duchovny does play Jeff Goldblum.
Let me see. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 categories.
Musical guest, Puff Daddy and Jimmy Page from the Godzilla soundtrack.
Come with me, yes.
Yes.
And
it's
Puff
Kashmir,
Daddy,
Led Zeppelin's Kashmir, and
yes. Puff Daddy rapping over the top of
it. Convicted sex criminal.
Yes.
Puff Daddy rapping over.
Rightly
also,
so.
not convicted but confirmed sex criminal Jimmy Page playing the riff from the famous song. Yeah. Yeah, that 14-year-old he kept in his basement for a year, she's not going to let that shit rest. I'm just saying.
Nor should she.
And neither am I. Like, Jimmy Page, your guitar playing is sloppy enough. Like, the fact that you got to be a pest, get out of here. The fuck out of here.
This is where it gets really mind-boggling, Tucker, because the tomatometer score on this movie is a 62%.
I mean, it is pretty mediocre, but not exactly on the positive side of mediocre. It's just literally right down the middle. This is a 50% movie for me.
It's got a tomato. Like it's fresh. The
Is this
tomato meter
certified
is
fresh?
fresh. It not certified, but it fresh.
Though, we were talking about earlier how it had a limited theatrical release, and Anchor Bay, we feel like, was kind of trying to just do something that would make money on video. Like, this kind of is that thing. So they did kind of succeed.
Do its anchor bay shit, yeah. The
Yeah.
Metascore is a 53 based on 4 critic reviews, mixed or average critic reviews from 4 different
Yeah.
critics. Tucker, out of 5 stars, how many do you think it currently has on Letterboxd? You got your 3-point range.
Sure. Okay. Yes, the newly yeah, we're doing the 3-point range now. I'm gonna say on Letterboxd, I think people are gonna appreciate this because it's bad in a way that a newer generation is kind of into. I'm gonna say this is in between a 2.9 and a 3.2.
Tucker, it is a 2.6.
Oh shit. Okay. All right.
Overshot your
Hey,
landing a little bit there.
it's been a while since I haven't nailed it, is what I'm
True.
saying. Every
It's
once
true.
in a while, I can't hit all the time. It can't rain all the time.
No, you're correct.
You know?
But out of 5 stars, how many are you going to give to 2012's Silent
12,
Night?
there you go.
I was going to get there eventually.
This is a very solid 2, like a positive 2. It's like right down the middle. It's a shitty movie, but there's enough stuff about it that is good and acceptable is a very key word here. Acceptable about it, that it's like if I caught this on TV and it was like a Sunday night at like 9 p.m. and this is playing on TBS, I'd probably watch it and be like, yeah, that wasn't a waste of time. I didn't hate that. I didn't really like it. I probably won't remember it in a few days, but like I sat here and like drank a beer and smoked some weed and just experienced this movie. It wasn't offensive and it did not impress me. It was just right there in the middle where it was fine.
See,
Perfectly fucking fine.
meanwhile, I did not like this movie. I was not a
Fair.
fan. So for me, it's more like a 1.5 for me.
And I think that's still fair.
Like
Like
it,
that's
it
very
just
close to my rating.
it's
We're
kind of a
like on the
not.
same side of a line, I feel
But
like,
I'm
or a different side of a
definitely
line.
you're leaning toward
On
the
the
more
negative.
positive. I'm
Yes,
leaning more
exactly.
toward the negative, though. So
There's
yeah,
that line, and here we are. And I think
that's us.
that's fantastic. That works for
That's
a
us.
podcast, I feel like.
Right. But
Yeah.
and I will say I watched this 2 nights ago. I watched this Saturday evening, not knowing when we would record at the time, because
Mhm.
we're recording this on a Monday night.
For sure.
And I'm hard pressed to remember most of it. I remember images more than I remember like performances. Like I remember
Sure.
Malcolm McDowell being bad and Jamie King being good, but like I
Mhm.
remember more the just kind of images and scenes from the thing than I do like full performances or like solid moments. It's kind of it's faded. Like this movie is such a non-existent entity, and it's not good. Like it's not good by any stretch of the imagination, which I think made it even more forgettable for me.
Mhm. And which is fine because this kind of movie I feel like serves a purpose, and Anchor Bay understood that
Right.
when they made it. They're like, we're going to pump this amount of money into this movie that these people are going to buy, these people are going to watch, we're going to make our money back and then some, and we're fine. And that's
Mm-hmm.
this kind of movie because it is perfectly average. Like you're going to forget about it in 2 days, but you didn't completely hate that. Like you're not like, oh shit, I can't believe I fucking had to watch that movie.
Right.
It's more like, yeah, that was forgettable, but like I watched it and whatever.
Like it's very
The
much of
perfect
this
meh,
era of
like
horror
meh
remake.
is
And we've
the
covered a
perfect description
lot
for it.
of this era of horror remakes. Like we've covered, particularly this past Spooky-thon, we covered a lot of these kind of like very mediocre, forgettable, shrug kind of horror films. So
They're not like
of
offensively
horror
bad,
remakes.
but they're in no way good.
Yeah,
They're
in no
just
way do they
there.
live up
They're just
to
kinda
any of
there,
the legacy of the original. Like it's just kind
but
of
also we're not
this is a
offended
blatant
at the
cash
same
grab,
time.
right?
Yeah. It's like whatever. Outside of like House of Wax and the Friday the 13th remake, like all them shits were just like they're like you're not mad at it, but you also don't really like it that much. Like
Right.
you know what I mean?
Yeah. See our past episodes on House of Wax and the Friday the 13th remake.
Yeah, the Friday the 13th remake, like hot take, maybe, I'm not sure, but best movie in the franchise. Fight me.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep.
I thought I had a controversial take for best movie in that franchise.
Yo, I appreciate your take though, because 7 is
that movie
it
slaps.
is a high point. Yeah.
It is exactly what I had wanted that entire franchise out of a Friday the 13th movie. And it delivered in a way that no other movie in that franchise did for me.
And you got
everyone else
like,
considers that the worst movie. Like many other people consider that the low point, and I'm just like, fuck it, this is the best. This is the best one.
No, you've got a handful of shitty to okay, mediocre movies leading up to this, and it takes everything good about all those shitty to mediocre movies and puts it into one movie and cranks it up so high that only the absurd will enjoy it. And yeah, you're right, Stephen. I agree with you. Outside the remake, it is the best for sure.
Yeah, that's my number one with a bullet in that franchise for sure. But again, fight me, patreon.com/disenfranchpod. For $5 a month, you can join our Patreon, get access to just tons of behind the scenes bonus episodes, including that episode of What Are We Watching that we recorded over a year ago.
We're gonna do another one. We're still keeping our
one
list.
Of these days. Yeah, I have my
are updated.
It's obscenely long in a way that is obscene, but yeah,
it's not even sexual, really.
Not at this point, not anymore. No,
want it to be, but it's not. You can't.
We've tried so hard, pun intended, to make it that way, and it just hasn't worked out.
We want to sexualize it, but you can't.
Absolutely. Why at this point? Why bother?
Why would you even want to? Yeah.
Why would you even want to? Right. And then for absolutely no money, if you can't afford the $5 a month, which in this economy I don't blame you, you can also join for absolutely free and join the official conversation of the Disenfranchised podcast. Comment on this episode, and Tucker and I can both respond. So there you go. Patreon.com. Yeah. Patreon.com/disenfranchpod. Thank you to all of our continued patrons and their continued support. You're the real MVPs.
Most of which, honestly, it's probably motherfuckers who just forgot.
And I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with that too. If they're okay with it, I'm okay with it. Because I'm the same. I have a couple Patreon accounts that, like, there's one that I haven't watched a video from them in probably over 2 years. Mm-hmm. But because, like, I support so much what they're doing, I don't even give a fuck. Same with Dr. Demento. Like, I haven't listened. I used to listen to Dr. Demento on and off from the time I was a teenager. You know, a little bit here and there. But then when I subscribed to it, when it became an internet only thing, like, I don't know. I listened to it for maybe a year consistently, and I've been paying for it for like 4 or 5 years after that. And I have not listened to a one episode, and I don't give a fuck, because even though I'm not listening to it, I just want to support that shit. Like, just to know it's out there in the world and I'm supporting it, whether I listen to it or not.
100%.
Yeah.
And there are absolutely some like I'm a checkmate, a blank check Patreon subscriber, have been practically since day one, and I listen to all that shit, like almost exactly the day it comes out, day and date almost on all that shit. I love it. And then there's other stuff like there's a couple YouTubers that I subscribe to that I watch their videos if it's a topic that interests me, but not all the time. But again, I appreciate what they're doing, and it's not such a huge commitment to my budget that I can't afford to throw them, the amount of money per month that it takes. So
Yeah.
that's kind of where I am. But yeah, patreon.com/disenfranchpod. You can follow us on Bluesky, Letterboxd, and YouTube at disenfranchpod. Those are the only social networks that we're active on. So if you see us active on another social network, it's not us.
It's robots. It's AI. It's AI art, dude.
Kill it with fire. Skynet is active. Kill it with fire.
Can you imagine like AI takes over and one of the things it decides to duplicate is this podcast?
I can't imagine that. That is the most absurd thing I can possibly think of. That is hilarious in point of fact. But yeah, follow us on those platforms. What else? Rate us, review us, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. Leave us a nice juicy 5-star rating and review. We sure do appreciate it. And that helps us, that goes a long way to helping us find more listeners like yourselves. And we think you're pretty swell. So more people like you would be pretty great. But yeah, I am your host. I'm Stephen Foxworthy. You can find me on, I'm on Letterboxd and Bluesky now, and just those two. That's it. And I'll be basically getting rid of most of my other social media platforms that I haven't gotten rid of before the end or by the end of 2025. So there you go. I will only be extant on those platforms going forward. But yeah, you can find me there. I'm also on TikTok, but I don't post a lot on TikTok, so don't go after me there.
We don't talk about TikTok.
We don't talk about TikTok. No. We don't talk about TikTok. But you can follow me on Bluesky and Letterboxd at Chewy Walrus. Don't follow Brett. He doesn't like it when you do that. Stop.
No, he hates
Tucker, where can we find you?
I'm still on Instagram and YouTube at Iceine09. That's ICENINE, the number 0 and the number 9. Tuck Mugs. There hasn't been a lot on Tuck Mugs in a while. But I think the holiday season is going to bring maybe a few new Tuck Mug posts. Again, Tuck _mugs on Instagram. It really is the safe space of the internet. No matter who you are and what your beliefs are, we're not talking about that. We don't give a fuck. All we care about is mugs. Like, we'd prefer Nazis not be there, but like if a Nazi rolls in and like we're doing all kinds of positive shit and that Nazi is like, oh man, maybe I'm dumb.
Only Nazis willing not to be Nazis anymore. Those are the only Nazis we accept.
Maybe I shouldn't be a Nazi. I'm saying if it encourages someone not to be a racist or a Nazi.
Tucker, here's something I will tell you. I was visiting my parents in Indianapolis over the Thanksgiving holiday.
Hey, that's where recently. I live.
That's where you live now.
Yeah.
I was visiting my parents, and my mother insisted that I go down to Greenwood, Indiana, to help her clean my shit out of a storage unit that she's been keeping, and one of the boxes full of mugs.
Oh, fuck.
Full of mugs. Just let that sink in. A box full of mugs.
Mm-hmm.
And I caught a glimpse of one of those mugs where the wrapping had kind of fallen off of it. And I know that it is a classic White Castle mug. I know for a fact that it is that. Yeah.
Oh, fuck. All right, Tuck Mugs. I want to say completely different things now. Tuck Mugs is about to pop off because Steven has found this cache of mugs, and he
treasure trove, as it will.
Look, he leads with the White Castle mug, so I know he's fucking serious. Tuck Mugs.
I don't know what else is in there, but we can find out together. Tuck Mugs community.
Tuck _mugs. We might be reinstating a specific social media manager because I feel
I hear he still has access to the account.
I feel like for a bit, it might be his time to shine.
There we go.
It's based on what we've heard this evening.
Right. Based on a couple of sentences that have been uttered over the course of this conversation.
Yeah, for sure. But if you're in the know, then you understand. which is much better than saying if you know, you know, because of course if you know,
You know.
you know. So that it's kind of like
That's
it is
like
what it
it
is.
is
Like
what it
isn't it
is.
always?
Yes.
Isn't it always what it is?
As it is
What
wont
a
to be.
stupid what a stupid fucking thing to say. Sorry for anybody who says either of those phrases, but that's where I am on the spectrum. Like
There
that
it
shit
is.
bothers me. Yeah.
Clearly.
Yeah. Tuck mugs, tuck_mugs. It's about to pop off.
Pop it off.
I'm only learning about it myself, but I'm confident enough to say it's about to pop off.
And that is our episode on 2012's Silent Night. I don't know if we're going to be able to secure our guest for next week, so I don't know if we'll figure something out for next week.
What is it? What's the guess for next week?
One of your favorite people to have on the podcast.
Boy,
I don't know if we're going to be able to get him locked down.
message that motherfucker right now. Get that taken care of, because I need it to happen.
Well,
It'll be a Christmas miracle. Make it happen.
The problem is, I need to know what your availability is first, because you have been hard to nail down lately.
Yeah,
and so I can't schedule anything until I know when you're available.
Look, I'm working all the time. Plus, like now that I'm back in Indy, like where my roots are and shit. Even though I've been gone for 25 years, like my roots are here. So like my social life is popping off too.
Tucker getting dates, y'all.
No,
Tucker laying pipe are all around Naptown.
The letter J does not engage in romantic activities, let alone relationships. So if you're about that life, don't even at me, okay?
At him super hard.
Don't. 0 ats is what I'm saying.
So many ats, all the fucking ats.
No, dude. Anywho, I guess that's our episode, Steven.
That's it. That's all we got. So for my co-host Tucker, the very absent but always present in our hearts, Brett Wright. Until next time, ho ho ho! Now I have a machine gun.
It's a flamethrower in this one,
and a flamethrower.
It's mainly the flamethrower. The wood chipper's there.
I mean, he's fucking got the wood chipper.
Like they led up to it so hard, but then
Fargo has a lot to answer for.
It does. They really should have had him pushing the foot in.
Yes.
It's just you might as well. The movie's so mediocre. You might as well like homage something so hard that it elevates the movie.
It's trying to do the millennial nasty thing, but it's not nasty enough. Like it gets nasty, but it's not as nasty as some of that other shit.
Exactly. You know? And my thing, like they do split a head in half, but that's the only one that's like really extreme.
Like it's trying to be that without like leaning to, like, again, it knows it's past that era. And so it's like dabbling in it, but it's not really committing to again, The Collection came out this year. That's a movie that commits to the nastiness.
And then they do those collectors again. Anyway. All right. Bye y'all.
Okay, bye.